Stroke is defined as the interruption of the supply of blood flow to a part of the brain, triggering cerebral hypoxia and, consequently, neural death. Even though data shows that this event affects women disproportionately, most biomedical studies unfortunately do not take into account sex as a key factor in the research. Thus, this work aims to identify these sex differences in the molecular mechanisms of stroke by carrying out a systematic review of transcriptomic studies and performing both an individual analysis of the data and a comprehensive meta-analysis. This will in turn determine sex-specific genetic and functional biomarkers. Therefore, the strategy of this bioinformatics study is divided into these three steps. The initial search provides a pool of 103 studies. However, after selection criteria are applied, the systematic review yields a total of 5 studies. It is important to note that most studies are excluded due to the lack of sex information per sample. Subsequently, each study is analyzed via a box plot, PCA, and clustering in order to reveal unnormalized or abnormal data. After this verification, the data is subjected to 2 different types of meta-analysis, both using R as the main tool. Genetic meta-analysis determined a total of 7 biomarkers, 5 for women and 2 for men. However, not much information is readily available on these genes related to stroke. Thus, the 25 most overexpressed genes in women and men are also analyzed. Although there seems to be some connection between these genes and women, the most prominent results are in men, where 3 genes in this intertwined cluster have been shown to have anti-stroke properties, i.e. offer protection against this event.
On the other hand, functional meta-analysis has shown several gene ontology and KEGG terms associated to specific functions related to the integrity of the ribosome and mitochondria, and oxidative phosphorylation in the case of women, whereas in men, specific functions related to blood-brain barrier homeostasis, inflammatory response, and axonal guidance were found. The meta-analysis is a technique with the capability to integrate and evaluate data from several individual studies, previously selected from a systematic review. From what it has been stated before, it can be concluded that the greater impact of the disease on women may be a consequence of their low expression of anti-stroke genes compared to men. With the results obtained in this work, it can be stated that the strategy followed allowed to achieve a better characterization of differences due to sex in stroke, consolidating the crucial perspective of precision medicine in biomedical studies.